Children, welcome to sociology class. Today we'll be studying the chapter Social Change, second part. In this part, we'll be studying about social development and the aspects of social development. So let us discuss first what is meant by social development. Social development is about improving the well-being of every individual in society so they can reach their full potential. The success of society is linked to the well-being of each and every citizen. Social development means investing in people. It requires the removal of barriers so that all citizens can journey towards their dreams with confidence and dignity. It is about refusing to accept that people who live in poverty will always be poor. It is about helping people so they can move forward on their path to self-sufficiency. Every person must have the opportunity to grow, develop their own skills and contribute to their families and communities in a meaningful way. If they are healthy, well educated and trained to enter the workforce and are able to make a decent wage, they can better equipped to meet their basic needs and be successful. Their families will always do well and the whole of society will be benefited. So mainly to reduce poverty, we need to take a social development approach and invest in our people. By investing in people, we can reduce poverty. We need to go beyond looking at government to find ways to develop our most valuable resources, our people. As people are the most valuable resources, so it means that we should develop the economical and social condition of the human beings. We need to share responsibility with community, organizations, businesses, universities and municipalities in the task of improving the well-being of all the people and preventing and reducing poverty. So this is all about social development. Now in this part we are going to discuss four aspects of development. First is industrialization, then urbanization, modernization and globalization. Let us discuss one definition of each. First is industrialization. Industrialization is the process by which an economy is transformed from primarily agricultural to one based on the manufacture of goods. Manual labor is replaced by mechanized mass production. Now, urbanization. It refers to the population shift from rural areas to urban areas. The gradual increase in the proportion of people living in urban areas and the ways in which each society adapts to this change. Then modernization. It is a process by which modern scientific knowledge is introduced in the society with the ultimate purpose of achieving better and more satisfactory life as accepted by the society concerned. Last is globalization. Globalization is the process by which the world is becoming increasingly interconnected as a result of massively increased trade and cultural exchange. Globalization has increased the production of goods and services. So these are the definitions or meanings of these four aspects of development. Now these aspects have brought some social changes. So now we are going to discuss the social change which has occurred due to industrialization, urbanization, modernization, and globalization. We shall take the first one, that is industrialization. We have already discussed the meaning and definition of industrialization. Now let us see what kind of changes have occurred due to industrialization. As we see that industrialization is associated with the factory system or production. Today goods are produced in factories and not at homes. The family has lost its economic importance. The factories have brought down the prices of commodities, improved their quality and maximized their output. The whole process of production is mechanized. Consequently, the traditional skills have declined and a good number of artisans have lost their work. Huge factories could provide employment opportunities to thousands of people. Hence, men have become workers in factories in a very big number. The process of industrialization has affected the nature, character, and the growth of economy. It has contributed to the growth of cities or to the process of urbanization. So, we can see that industrialization always leads to urbanization. Now let us discuss urbanization. Urbanization can be introduced as being the process of becoming urban, moving to cities, changing from agriculture to other pursuits common to cities, and corresponding change in behavior patterns. Hence, only when a large proportion of inhabitants in an area come to cities, urbanization is said to occur. So, urbanization has become a world phenomenon today. An unprecedented growth of population has taken place not only in the number of great cities but also in their size. So in industrialization we see that the people have started moving towards the industrial areas in search of employment, and due to this the industrial areas developed into towns and cities. So the process is called urbanization. The growth of cities or urbanization has resulted in urban concentration and rural depopulation. Means the population is reducing in rural areas and it is increasing in urban areas. The unregulated growth of cities has caused problems such as overcrowding, congestion, insanitation, inadequate water and electricity supply, lack of privacy and intimacy, etc. So the cities have also become the centers of various socio-economic problems such as crime, juvenile delinquency, gambling, prostitution, etc. Now let us take modernization and social change. Modernization is a process which indicates the adoption of the modern ways of life and values. So it refers to an attempt on the part of the people, particularly those who are custom bound, to adapt themselves to the present time, conditions, needs, styles and ways in general. It indicates, or we can say it has resulted a change in people's food habits, dress habits, speaking styles, tastes, choices, preferences, ideas, values, and also recreational activities and so on. People in the process of getting themselves modernized give more importance to science and technology. The scientific and technological inventions have modernized societies in various countries including India. We have brought about remarkable changes in the whole system of social relationship and installed new ideologies in the process of modernization. So the traditional activities have been replaced by new. So in the process of modernization, some typical forms of changes occur in social structure of society due to the introduction of science and technology. Now, next aspect is globalization. Now, how globalization has affected the society, or what kind of changes have occurred in the society? We must acknowledge the fact that globalization is a process of integrating not only the economy of nations but also their culture, technology and governance. This may be referred to as the widening, deepening and speeding up of worldwide interconnectedness in all aspects of contemporary social life, from the cultural to the criminal and financial to the spiritual. This globalization as a process integrates various aspects of life within its sphere. It refers to a process of increasing economic openness, growing economic interdependence, and deepening economic integration between countries of the world. Globalization also refers to the movement of people, that is labor, knowledge and technology across international borders. Globalization integrates various nations into a developing economy, at the same time excludes or marginalizes those nations which lack prerequisites for the development. Different nations are putting efforts to take the advantage of potential and meet the requirements associated with greater integration into the world economy. So all these result in social change. An important dimension of the globalization process is the gradual spread of ideas and values with regard to civil and political rights on one hand and economic, social and cultural rights on the other. So these ideas and values are gradually laying the foundation for the concept of global citizenship. So we have seen, children, how these four aspects, industrialization, urbanization, modernization and globalization, has brought some changes in the society. Now, at the end of this part, we shall discuss sustainable development. We have discussed the meaning of development, but here we are going to discuss sustainable development. What is sustainable development? Since the last 300 years, the way economic development has been going on, with its emphasis on controlling the nature and exploiting it ruthlessly for the benefit of a section of population, has led to extinction of thousands of species of flora and fauna, means vegetation and animals. The emphasis on non-renewable energy and introduction of large number of new species ostensibly to meet growing demand of industrial world has played havoc with ecology. Means man has totally disturbed the nature or ecology for the profit, especially for economic benefit. There is growing concern worldwide that if the present pace of depletion of natural resources and extinction of biodiversity continues for the same or for some more time, the future generation will have to pay the price for it. So this matter is a global concern now. Everyone is talking about sustainable development. So what is actually the meaning of sustainable development? It can be defined as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Sustainable development has emerged as the guiding principle for long-term global development. Consisting of some pillars, sustainable development seeks to achieve in a balanced manner. First thing, development should be done but in a balanced manner. Economic development, social development, and also environmental protection. It means that development is necessary. It is the need of the hour, but while the process of development is taking place, we should keep in mind that it should not disturb the environment, because by doing this we are going to disturb our future generation. So the development should be done in a balanced manner, right? We should develop economically. Along with economic development, there should be a social development and also the environmental protection. For example, like if we are destroying or if we are cutting some trees from a forest for economical purpose, we should grow more trees. So this will be an example of sustainable development, that we are using the trees, the prepared trees, but in place of those trees we are preparing some more new trees. It means we are not disturbing the environment. So we see that a proportion of the society gets the benefit, and because of their benefit the other section of the society suffers. For example, where water is scarce, rich people tend to invest in deep bore wells to acquire groundwater, while on the other hand the poor people have to go even without drinking water when rain fails. So it is not a kind of sustainable development, because one part of the society is getting the benefit but the other part of the society is in loss, in great loss, or it is suffering. Then in our day-to-day living, we are surrounded by so many examples which go on to prove how our environmental crises arise from social issues, whether they are group actions or group relations. In metropolitan cities, on the one hand, we have water parks, ice skating, discos, shopping malls, where there is no dearth of electricity and water. On the other hand, the whole town or parts of the city are facing power cuts, going without electricity and water. So here also we see that it is a development, but it is not a sustainable development. So means to say that development is must, it should be done, keeping in mind that the natural resources and the rights of our future generation should not be disturbed. So this is the meaning of sustainable development.